Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and if you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So today I want to do a transfer onto a tea bag. So this is just a image that I printed off the internet, and it's just a print. And you could do an inkjet printer or laserjet printer. I think any of them work. So this one's an inkjet printer, and we're just gonna do it with, we're gonna do two kinds here. I'm gonna do the regular gel matte medium, so we'll do this one, and Elmer's glue, so just a PVA glue. And yeah, well, let's get started. And then, well, what I have here is, I'll tell you what we need too, is rag or a cloth just to have, bone folder, dry brush, and some water, and then just some sort of medium would work, like a gel mat. You can even do, we're doing these two today, but you can even do like a gesso. You could do white acrylic paint. You could do any kind of acrylic paint as long as it's lighter than anything you're using. Like you wouldn't want to do black or anything like this because it would just make it so it doesn't show up. So you can do any kind of acrylic paint will work. Okay, so, and then also I got just a little palette to put the glue in, and a tea bag. So we're just doing a tea bag. Okay, so let's get started here. So I got all these images, and I'm gonna see which one I want to use. So I hope you guys are having a crafty day today and getting out your craft supplies, your little tea bags, and your little prints here that you got. And let's see what we can do. So I'm just taking it and opening it up like that. You could even open them all the way, you know, you can have, here, let me grab it real quick. Like you could just take a tea bag and open it up and do it that way on an image. And yeah, just however you want to do it on a tea bag. So let's see. And these are just fun to play with. I want to try this one because it'll fit nicely. Okay. And I got my dry brush here. And I want to do, let's do the Elmer's glue here. Just the PVA. Okay. And we're just going to put some down on the surface. So just spread it out evenly here. And these are just fun projects to have. And I did a video the other day with you guys on doing a transfer onto fabric. So I will put that up in the right-hand corner if you guys want to come check it out. And yeah, that's a pretty fun one. So and then I'm just going to put it on the image itself here. Just take it and put it down just where you want it. And then you're going to need a good seal on it. So you want to make sure to take it and just rub it down. I mean, not so hard that you rip through the paper or anything, but just get a good seal on it. Sure it's just gonna stay on there. There we go. So I just take my bone folder and you could do a spoon if you want, or even the side of your scissors would work. You just make sure it's not going to be too rough to rip it. But you could do scissors. You could even do, which I did with the fabric, is you could take one of those, you know, fake credit card things that come in the mail. just whatever. I went ahead and just spray painted it, but you can use one of those. Just to kind of, you just want to make sure you have a good, where it adheres to it, you know. Okay. So anything like that will work. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, so then we're gonna let that dry. You can already start seeing it coming through on this side. And these are doubled up because they're like that. So it's a double, and it's still coming through, so that's kind of cool. So then you know you have a good seal to it here. Okay, and then we're gonna do the other side. So now on this side, we will do the gel matte medium. This will be down in my Amazon link down below. Come check them out. There's a bunch of links down there to check out. But this is the gel matte medium, and this stuff is pretty cool. It works pretty good here. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the glue. I'm gonna use it on, I'm just taking the Elmer's and getting it off of here. Then we can compare here. And I have one already dried that I've dried for a couple days. So we'll do a comparison. And then we can see the end results. All right, which one? I should have picked one out, huh? That fit on there nicely? That'll fit nicely. So I just did some Victorian images. I thought they'd be cool to do. And they're nice and dark backgrounds and stuff to have that come up. It looks really cool. And these are just great to use in your junk journals, and on this one you could do like a hidden paper clip, which I have a video on that. I can find that for you guys and put it in the right hand corner up here, but you could do a hidden paper clip in between here and have it so you clip it to the page and stuff, and it just turns out really cool. So you could do all kinds of stuff with it. All right. Make sure I got it on there. Blah. Sticking on my fingers. Okay, and then stick this down. Like that. Okay. And then you don't put anything on the back. You just take it and take your bone folder or whatever you're using and just press it. You want to get a good press. And then if you feel like you didn't get enough somewhere, you can just take it and put some down underneath, like that. There we go. So I'm just dipping my, because I don't want to get my bone folder all sticky, so I'm just dipping it in my water and then wiping it on my rag here, like that. So that's one way, just to not gum it all up. All right, let's see. So I think we did, I mean, you can flip it, just be careful. Just go like that. And even if all of it doesn't stick, or you know, when you take it off and stuff, I like that look, where it looks just antique-y and some of it didn't stay, and it just looks really vintage, which is great for your junk journals. Okay, so we're just gonna set this to the side. So that's just gotta dry. So make sure you don't wanna peel it, you don't wanna mess with it. You wanna let it at least dry overnight. I would do it like a 24-hour dry or whatever, just overnight. It doesn't have to be 24 hours, but just do until it's really good and dry, and then do the next step, which this next step here is pretty easy and fun. This is the best part, the reveal. And I went ahead and did the PVA and the gel matte. So let's just see how they turn out. Okay. All right, so I cleaned off my brush, and you just take some water here. We'll start with the PVA. Okay, and you take your water, and you just saturate it. You can start seeing the image coming through. So just get it all wet. You can see where it needs to be wet. Now on this part, you can either take a rag, you know, like just a rag or something, and you can just take your finger and go like this and get it off that way. Or you could take your finger and then you could just kind of roll it off here. So however you want to do it. And don't press hard, because if you press too hard, like I just did right here, it takes the image off of it. So you got to be careful and not press too hard. So that kind of took it off right there a little bit, but I don't mind that, like around the edges, but it's kind of nice to keep, you know, the face intact and stuff, but that's okay. It just makes it look more antique. And then you just roll off the back here, all the paper. It's just so neat how it turns out. Yeah, I really like it. Okay, and you just gently, you just get it all off of here. And you'll feel how much you want to do and how little. Even if you leave a little bit of paper behind, it still looks really cool. Because then you got like a, kind of like a blurry, just old, looks like an old camera took, you know, like a photo and stuff. So it's kind of neat. But I don't want to rub too much here. So there you go. See, I rubbed a little too much on the face right there, but you could see how cool that is. I mean, that's just so much fun. So that's the PVA. And I think it turned out really neat. Okay. Get some of that out of the way. And let's do the gel mat. Okay. Just put some water on it. And you could do this on glass. You could do it on wood, like a smooth piece of wood, and fabric, like I said. And it's just so much fun to play with. So I'm going to start on the edge. It's just kind of nice when it just rolls right off. I mean, look at that. It just peels right off. It's just so much fun to play with. And then the revealing of the image is just so cool. So I want to be careful around the face. I don't want to mess it up. And then once you do this, you know, more and more, you'll get better at it. sure. So these are my round ones that I cut out that were round. And I don't know, you just kind of play with different shapes and how you want to do it, and try different things you want to put it on. But I thought I'd show you tea bags today because that's really fun to play with. And these would be great for like slow stitch. You can do some fun slow stitching with it. I mean, I can even, once it's all dry and stuff, take it over to the sewing machine and do some stitching around it, and or you can even do hand stitch on it, just however you want. But that one turned out really cool. So yeah, I'd love to hear in the comments what you guys think. And if you do like this video, please hit the thumbs up. It helps me out so much. And yeah, I think it's just so cool. And then that's the inside of it all. So I thought it would be fun on a tea bag. I mean, yes, I think it turned out really cool. So you just mess with it. Just like see as it dries. If it's got too much paper, you know, maybe just take it and do a little bit more water and just kind of try to get more of the paper off. Or you can just feather with your finger like this to feel, you know, how much is enough to get off of there. But you just don't want to go too hard because there's no return, you know, once you rub off the image. So just keep messing with it and playing around. I mean, you can see right there, you can get more off a little bit. That. So it's just fun. It's kind of meditative just to sit here and just get the image just how you want it. But it's got a cool, just cloudy look to it. I like that. Or just looks really antique. Okay, so there we go. I think they turned out really cool. And I'll make sure to get some pictures at the end that you guys can check out. More up close to look at. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And if you could, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell and you guys will see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share. And let's grow together. And keep on crafting.